Guten Abend, einen schönen Karfreitag allen miteinander. Wir sind ja heute früher dran als sonst, hatte ich ja angekündigt, weil wir heute Abend nämlich den Drifter endlich fertig machen, weil das ja irgendwie, hallo Yuki, weil das ja irgendwie nicht funktioniert, wenn wir Life is Strange spielen und ich würde den Drifter gerne zu Ende bekommen, dass wir den dann nämlich endlich abschließen können, weil das ist immer so ein Aufwasch, der da irgendwie rumliegt. Das mag ich nicht sowas. Deshalb spielen wir das heute Abend. Und jumpen auch gleich rein. Ich hoffe, ich weiß noch, wo ich war. Oh. Aber wir waren ja jetzt quasi, jetzt kommt die letzte Episode, ja, ne? Wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. Wir sind ja in dem Forschungslabor angekommen und müssen jetzt, hallo Ningyo, und müssen jetzt, oh, mir fällt noch ein, ich muss das wieder hochsetzen wegen den Dialogen, ne? So. Im Forschungslabor das Ganze zu einem guten Ende bringen. Und das werden wir jetzt tun. An dieser Stelle. Das war schon ein sehr cooles Spiel. Ne, wir sind weitergekommen, wir haben aber die Episode beendet. Und jetzt kommt quasi die letzte Episode. Also Kapitel 7.
I can't say I'm completely convinced.
Fragments of conversation start to pierce through my own spinning thoughts.
Nor would I expect you to be, Detective.
But I'm free to look around?
Of course. We have nothing to hide.
Hara seems to be taking it all in stride. And what do you want with me, then?
I understand how difficult this must be. I want you to feel you can trust us.
Huh. No chance.
How about I show you the place?
You must have a lot of questions, and I am more than happy to answer now or after you've had a look around.
Don't look at me, boss. I'm confused as you.
Genau, wir haben jetzt festgestellt, dass wir ja schon mal in der Einrichtung waren. Wir sind quasi aus der Einrichtung geflüchtet und haben eine Amnesie gehabt und kehren jetzt dahin quasi zurück.
I don't know, Hara. What do you think?
Couldn't say, boss. Not yet. I'll go look around myself, if that's okay with you, Doc.
Certainly.
Promise you won't shoot anyone?
If you promise not to hit anyone else over the head.
1,000 questions spin around in my head. I grasp at one. What's the point of this place? What are you doing here?
We'll discuss that later, once you've had a look around and realized we are not the enemy. Your sister can show you around the facility when you're ready.
So, you're the one that figured out quantum cognition.
Figured it out? Ha! I've spent multiple lifetimes researching it, and only
Hallo,
barely
Ichi.
scratched the surface of understanding.
Summarize it for me.
Ha! That's the spirit. But you learn plenty as we move ahead with our testing.
I get the impression I've learned all I care to about quantum cognition. Who are you, really?
Well, I imagine you've heard a great deal already. Some may even be true. But I'll save you my life story. I believe Miss Grace wants the burden of sharing that tale.
You say you rescued my sister.
Ask her yourself. I'm sure you trust her answer more than mine.
So, the man that's lived 1,000 lifetimes.
A bit of an exaggeration, though I have been with my thoughts longer than most. My mind is quite a lot older than my body.
So you've done all this before, brought me here.
No.
Keine Spoiler,
This
Itchy,
is
Schnauze
new for
halten.
both of us.
Sonst bring ich
The
dich
pain
um.
I've brought you, this path was not one I wished to take, but my other attempts failed.
Your other attempts failed. At what?
Unlocking your potential, Mr. Carter. Together, we will save the world.
What a crock of shit. The reporter. You claim you rescued her.
Well, not with altogether altruistic intentions. We're much happier having her writing for us than about us. Until we go public, of course. She'd been tracking down my old partner Maxwell, as you know. He was, not a sane man.
He was sane enough.
He may have seemed that way. He can be very manipulative. He killed your friend under the bridge.
What? Bill?
He would have done the same to Miss Grace and your sister later. We didn't know Bill had made contact, or we would have protected him too. You can go talk to Miss Grace yourself. She's around somewhere.
Mick, I'm dying for a coffee. How about I give you a tour? Continue this interrogation later?
Guess you can show me around, Annie.
Sure.
When you want to talk more, come find me in my rooms. Make yourself at home here.
Come on. All right, this place is pretty fancy. It's built as a cylinder around the core of the original nuclear dump.
Great.
It's safe. Some kind of solid-state reactor. Dr. Roth's design. It's all controlled by a central computer, very high-tech. In fact, everything's automated here. The place runs itself. Gideon likes to keep the team small. Anyway, most floors have a corridor like this, circling the core, rooms off it. You're bunking with me, room 302. Lifts this way.
These doors. I feel like I'm on the set of some cheesy science fiction show. A digital readout shows which room it is. Dr. Sanjay Daswani bunks here, according to the panel. Too many PhDs in this place. The display shows this room is unoccupied. Pushing at the door gets me nowhere. Can't open them manually, but there's a space to swipe an access card. Glowing text reads Dr. Anne Galanis, Annie's room. I wrap my knuckles on the steel door. No answer.
We're on level 3, living quarters that double as office space. Up one, you've got similar rooms in the canteen. Below are the labs and reactor. At the top is the motor pool, and a hatch to the surface if you need some fresh air. This keycard will let you in everywhere, except private quarters, of course. Let's go up to the canteen. I'm dying for a coffee.
Okay, after you.
Going up.
Oh, jetzt kriegen wir noch verschiedene Ebenen oder was? Hä?
This way. It's a bit shaken up, but he'll be okay.
Oh, da ist die Reporterin.
Speak of the devil.
Wait, your brother's this jerk?
Right, you two met. Anyway, this is the canteen. I'll show you how to get a feed.
Grace, I thought they killed you.
Mick, pay attention. Everything's automatic. Just step into this booth here. It scans you for your skin tone, BMI, works out what your body needs.
Can't I just...
Then you grab the ticket it prints. See? I got one for steak. Low iron, I bet. So if I was hungry, I put the ticket in this dispenser, and voila! Steak dinner.
Food's surprisingly good too.
I'll hold on to my ticket for later, but you give it a go yourself.
Okay,
I'm
but...
going back to my room now. Lot of work to do.
Annie!
Feel free to drop in later if you still have questions.
Has she always been like that?
Always.
Okay, jetzt muss ich mal so einen Food Dispenser hier
I
probieren.
stand in the scanner as it does its thing. Hearty vegetable soup. How come Annie gets a steak? Machine sucks up my ticket, starts to hum quietly, then my meal rises into view. I take the bowl and the flimsy plastic spoon it comes with. Ugh, smells healthy. I'd prefer something more hearty, like the steak that was on my sister's ticket. Hey, I'll swap you for some vegetable soup.
Not a chance.
Maybe someone else will. How'd you end up here?
After I met you, those goons grabbed me.
Saw that.
Yeah, they hit you good. Then they took us across the lake to Dr. Roth. He was spitting when he saw they'd hurt us. Explained about the butcher, how close I came to... Well, you saw your friend Bill. That would have been me.
You really think that was Holden?
I mean, I knew the guy was off the rails from the second I talked to him. Didn't guess he was the butcher, though.
Until Roth told you.
Yeah. Asked if I'd like publishing rights. For the story, you know?
And you went for it.
Who wouldn't?
What do you know about Roth?
Not as much as I'd like. Oh, sure, he answers all my questions. There's just nothing very juicy in it.
So you trust him?
Wish I had a reason not to.
What can you tell me about this place?
About Trinity? Well, when I publish, I'll give you a signed copy.
Gee, thanks. What are your thoughts on this phase-flipping business?
Remarkable, isn't it? I wanted to ask, by the way, how does it feel?
It feels like dying.
Don't think my readers can relate to that. They tend to be alive.
It's not nice.
Well, even so, I think it'll make things fairer when everyone can do it. Take a lot of chance out of life, you know?
I think she's dangerously naive. Remember asking me about people going crazy?
Sure.
So, is Trinity responsible?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
That's it? They're obviously behind it.
Yeah? Behind what, exactly?
I don't know, seeding the population with whatever's making me go nuts.
But why would they bother? They'd get nothing out of it. You're not making sense.
And folks going missing?
Well, yes, that was Trinity's doing.
But you just don't care anymore.
They asked people's help with the trials and rewarded them. Set up with housing, work. No one was disappearing, they just weren't homeless anymore.
Have you seen any of them?
Nah, trials had finished before I got here.
Convenient.
Ich glaube, ich muss die Kamera mal um in die andere Ecke packen. Moment mal. Weil das irgendwie mit dem Text jetzt irgendwie ein bisschen schwieriger wird. Wir packen das mal hier so oben hin. Das ist vielleicht ein bisschen angenehmer für euch. Ja, ich glaube, das ist besser. Okay, von ihr kriegen wir nichts mehr. Was ist das?
I know this photo.
Trinity's founders. Swiped it from Roth's room. I've been trying to get some background on them for my article.
Well, the one on the right is Maxwell Holden.
The Bucket Butcher. I know. I was going to go meet him. Good thing Trinity picked me up first.
You know this photo isn't complete. I removed the picture from its frame. It's been cut down the middle. In the one I saw, there was a woman standing next to Roth.
Heard there was a third founder. Any idea who she is?
None.
Damn, I can't seem to find anything about her. Show that around for me. See if you can dig anything up.
Okay, wir haben einen Partner in Crime. Kaffee gibt's da hinten auch.
I twiddle a knob and a jet of steam hisses from a nozzle.
Afraid we're out of beans.
Toll.
Where to next? I found Annie, but I've got to get us out of here.
What's stopping you? Head up top and have a look. No one's a prisoner here.
Guess I could check it out.
Okay, so, mal gucken, was es hier alles gibt auf der Ebene.
Another unoccupied room, according to the display. No answer.
Ist ein unoccupied room.
The desk's empty, and there's no power to the terminal. Just some coat hangers rattling around an empty wardrobe.
Okay, da ist nichts drin.
This one's unoccupied too. I guess they usually have more people working here. Or more guinea pigs like myself.
Dann gucken wir doch da auch mal rein.
Just some
Da ist auch nichts drin. Okay. Oh!
jeez. Ah, fuck off. Whose is this one? Miss Angela Grace. Even the reporter gets her own room. I guess they have enough to spare. Another room listed as unoccupied. Just some
drin? Das war eins von den Visionen, die er immer hat.
Display tells me these are Dr. Klein's quarters.
Okay, gehen wir mal hoch.
Look at this place.
Hey, boss. Quite the setup they got here. That controls the elevator and the doors to the surface. Don't open them, though. I'm still shaking off the sand I dumped on myself when I tried it.
But it'll work when we want to leave.
Should do, yeah.
Guess I'll use the stairs. So, what do you make of all this?
Good question, boss. Good question. We don't seem to be prisoners here, though there's a storm above, so we may as well be. On the face of it, though, Roth's story holds up.
You're kidding, right?
Oh, something's off. I just don't know what yet.
So what's the plan?
I'm not sure there needs to be one.
You're kidding. We came here to rescue Annie. Let's do it.
Can't take her against her will, boss.
I don't believe this.
Take it easy. We're here now, in no immediate danger. It's an opportunity.
To work out what the hell is going on?
You got it, boss.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Well, the storm up there can't last long. I'll make sure we can go in a hurry if it comes to that.
Anything you need?
Actually, a spare can of fuel would be good. Can't find one up here. And it's a long way to the nearest gas station.
I'll see what I can find.
Ask that sister of yours. She knows her way around.
What's your opinion on Roth?
Seems nice enough.
Seriously? You're falling for his bullshit?
Please, boss. This ain't my first rodeo. But maybe the doc isn't behind it. Maybe it's bigger.
He's behind it.
Okay, then. Let's prove it. Motive, means, opportunity.
This isn't a fucking courtroom drama.
It's just the way I think, boss. Never led me astray before.
Means, motive, opportunity, some bullshit they teach at the academy?
More personal philosophy. Figure out those three, and you don't need to phase flip to predict the future.
Enlighten me then.
Means, what is it you think the dog's planning? And can he even do it? Motive, why would he? No one does anything without a reason. What drives him? An opportunity. How's he plan to pull it off?
What, why, how? Figure that out and I'll have him?
Never failed me before.
Thoughts on Trinity's lab so far?
I assumed there'd be more people here. Takes a big organization to build all this. Can't start and end with one man.
One man with the ability to manipulate time. Trinity, this facility, the research. It's all some design of Roth's. I'm sure of it.
You're taking it too personal, boys. He couldn't do all this himself.
Well, the answers will be here somewhere. Any more thoughts on this phase-flipping stuff?
Dangerous thing in the wrong hands.
In Roth's hands. He grins at me.
I was thinking of yours, boss.
I can't go back as far as he can, but I do wonder why he hasn't... I don't know.
Taking over the world?
I mean, he could play the stock market, predict events, you name it.
My only guess, he doesn't want to.
Not everyone cares about power and riches?
I'd usually disagree with you there. It's money and power keeps a homicide cop in work. Though the dog does seem genuinely interested in the research.
Roth's painting me as paranoid, crazy. I know I've been seeing things that aren't there. Dead people, monsters, but I didn't imagine every shitty thing that's happened since I jumped that boxcar.
Well, you didn't hallucinate our encounter in the hospital. I have a bump on the head to prove it.
Right, so why haven't you said anything?
There'd be some excuse. Just to keep what I know to myself.
So then, what's their plan? Why not kill us now? He just shrugs. The vertical shaft ends in a circular hatch. I squint my eyes against the stinging sand. It's really blowing. If I walked even a few meters from the hatch, I might never find it again.
Dann gehen wir wieder zurück. Also einen Benzinkanister brauchen wir auf jeden Fall.
I peer closer. Sacks of coffee beans.
Ah nee, da geht's dahin. Okay, gut, das war...
Empty boxes, a bit of 2x4, and an old toolbox. A single screwdriver rattles around inside.
I'll load her up with any supplies I find, so we're good to go.
Ah, ein Schraubenzieher, perfekt. Gleich schon das Werkzeug gefunden. Wir werden wahrscheinlich einen Haufen Werkzeug brauchen.
Dr. Gideon Roth, the man himself. Angry bleep and a red light. I think he's in there. Maybe I should knock. It clicks open.
How can I help?
Mit dem will ich mal quatschen jetzt hier.
If all this was some sick experiment, what's the point of it all?
This ability of yours to take your consciousness back in time.
Phase flipping.
You exhibited a latent natural ability, a strong one. But the full potential could only be brought about by lethal stress to the cortex. A string of mortal crises.
Sounds like a lot of horse shit to me.
Understandable, of course. In time, you will realize we are not the enemy. When you do, we'll discuss how your ordeal can help us.
What's the point of this place? What are you doing here?
I thought you'd have figured that out by now, Mr. Carter.
You abduct people to experiment on.
I see that dry wit runs in the family. Our research centers around quantum cognition. We've developed a tool, a machine to study it, to harness it. The quantum coupler.
Right. And how do I fit into this?
You agreed to help, to let us unlock your latent ability.
And why would I do that? He shrugs.
You simply saw the good we could do here.
Well, I don't see it now. I'm not going near your machine.
That's your decision. I merely ask that you take the time to think about it.
Your henchmen, those soldiers.
We do have tight security, but with you it was mostly for effect. The fear response is what we're after. I'm sure Maxwell explained some of that.
They've been hunting me.
Acting the part, yes. Then merely trying to bring you in safely.
By shooting at me?
Likely more paranoid hallucination. No judgment. As I said, it was expected.
Mm-hmm.
And where's all this security now?
You want to know if they're about to storm in and shoot you?
I return that disarming smile with a cold stare.
This location is security enough. Something about nuclear waste tends to dissuade visitors. The team is based in Mawson. If you wanted, you could strangle me now and walk out of here.
I fucking should. The body's under the reservoir.
Simulated. To heighten the stress response and trigger the phase flip.
Bullshit. Where are the missing street kids then?
Well, most are helping us out. Here or in similar facilities. Homeless communities have been extremely helpful. We needed secrecy. People who didn't have ties, and in return were able to help them with their problems.
Could the answer be as simple as that? We were all just willing test subjects.
Das glaube ich. Das
These
würde ich jetzt glauben.
hallucinations.
I can help with those, yes. Once you're settled in, come see me.
And the others that went mad, on the streets.
People here weren't prisoners. Some gave up treatment, wanted out. Some problems run deep, and even we couldn't help.
Aha.
Can't search his room when he's in here. Wouldn't mind having a look around when he's not in there.
Dad. Come back for me.
These are getting worse. makeup compact. Must be Annie's. There's no powder lift inside. Just a mirror and a little brush. Now Roth's not here, you can tell me. What's really going on?
Exactly what we said, Mick.
But why did you disappear? No phone call? Nothing?
Oh, shit. I did mean to call. Is Joe all right with the kids?
Are you serious?
Well, it was supposed to look like I disappeared. So you come in, not just split town again. But I should check in with Joe. He's been annoyed about how much I'm working lately.
This is insane. Why not just ask me?
You needed the cognitive stress for it to work. Roth sent a team to pick you up, but I guess they didn't find you.
They found me all right. They tried to kill me.
Now you're not making sense, Mick.
Do you know where we might find a petrol can?
What do you need that for?
I know you trust Roth, but I need to know we can get out of here in a hurry if we need to.
Well, if it'll make you feel better. Sanjay might know. He'll be in the lab downstairs.
So you do think Roth is trustworthy?
Yes, absolutely.
How can you though? He can loop back, change the past, manipulate things however he wants.
I can read people, Mick. It's my job. You can trust him. The fact that he's here researching this technology with us is reason enough. He could have kept it to himself, played the stock market, bought half the country.
And how did he pay for this facility?
It's for the greater good, Mick.
So you're working for Trinity?
Nothing gets past you, does it?
When did you start here?
About a year ago. Dr. Roth read a paper I wrote in the Journal of Psychiatric Biology. I was actually slamming his quantum cognition theories as rubbish pseudoscience. Anyway, he reached out to me, we got chatting.
Next thing you knew, you were working for him.
Right. I'll be eating humble pie when we finally publish.
So you know all about quantum cognition?
Oh, there's still so much to learn. I wish I could phase flip like you. I'd be able to spend a year researching in a single day.
Family wouldn't miss you?
I mean, to them, I'd still be home for dinner. And geez, Mick, like you can talk.
So, time travel, huh?
Guess so.
Can you do it?
No, at least not yet. But with your help, we can learn how to trigger it in more people.
Without putting them through hell, I hope.
Of course.
I've been seeing things.
Right, yes, you would have been. Side effect of unlocking the phase flip. A lot of new pathways being built in that brain of yours.
Great.
It's easy to repair now you're here.
You expect me to let you poke around in my head again?
The quantum coupler is totally non-invasive.
Could she make it sound more ominous?
You can wait until you've had time to settle in.
These hallucinations. I've been seeing Alec.
Oh, Mick.
I just wish I could forget.
How he died.
No, not just that. No judgment, right?
Never.
Remembering him is so painful. These last 5 years. I tried so hard to forget. Not just that he died. Forget the things we did together. Forget his face. Forget he ever existed.
Oh, Jesus, Mick.
Pretty fucked up, I know.
You should have talked to me. Grief does shit to people. But you can't forget him. You can't heal that way.
Well, not when he keeps showing up and talking to me.
We'll sort that out later, okay? You know it's just in your head now.
Thanks.
Auf der Ebene war ich doch gar nicht, oder?
Angry bleep and a red light. No answer.
Soll ich?
Angry bleep and a red light.
Okay, geht nicht.
Trail of wet footprints.
Die Wand
They
reinführen.
lead directly into the wall here. I run my hands over the polished surface. There's a crack here, razor thin. Some kind of panel. Nothing to hide my ass.
Oh, ich muss mal das Foto zeigen.
Bill?
Oh, fuck it. Mal kurz Ellie das Foto zeigen.
I've seen a copy of this photo with a third founder.
A woman, right?
Yeah. Know anything?
Only that Roth doesn't talk much about her. Dr. Klein knows more, but he's not one for office gossip.
Yeah, I bet.
Unless it's over a bottle of schnapps.
She winks conspiratorially.
Apparently, this woman had a bit of a thing going with Maxwell Holden. But something happened. A lab accident. She left after that.
Aha. Wie bin ich da hingekommen?
How did...
Oh Gott, jetzt wird's schräg.
The interface lab, according to the display. Guess I found the labs.
Hello, you must be Mick.
Yeah.
Name's Sanjay. Welcome. Gideon said to make you feel at home, so have a sticky beak. I'll be right here if you need me.
What's this machine?
That's what this whole thing's about, man. The quantum coupler.
This is what got me into this mess?
This is she.
How does it work?
Let us read and write to the cortex of the subject at a qubit level. All the stuff between the neurons of classical brain science.
So you can control this time travel ability,
To some degree, we're still bound by biological imperatives.
which is why you had to put me through hell.
Hey, you volunteered.
Apparently. I flick open a manila folder. Pages of data adorned by illegible notes in red biro.
I wouldn't. I don't know if you've met my Teutonic partner in crime, but a client, he doesn't like people touching his stuff.
Ah, da ist der Typ, da ist der kleine Typ, okay.
What are you measuring here?
Superconductive field stability for the accelerator.
Seems kind of primitive.
The sensor array is ex-military.
Guess those guys don't care about wasting paper.
We rigged a sensor on the needle so a doctor can monitor it remotely. That's the job.
What's in the pipe?
That's our particle accelerator. Baby fires neutrons to 99% of C.
Neat?
She's not just there for physics funding either.
No?
Her babies are in your brain, man.
I return his glee with a deadpan stare.
Don't you get it? The matter we make in there, the stuff of stars. That's our tool to manipulate the quantum lattice of the brain.
So, you smashed some atoms together and fired the result into my head.
Yeah. Wild, huh?
So how'd you end up here, Sanjay?
Apparently, Gideon poached me after reading my dissertation in the Journal of Neurology. But I think it's just because I'm so fun to be around.
You're a neurologist?
I trained as a surgeon, but then got the neurology bug and ended up miring myself in research.
When I was his age, could barely tie my shoes. I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
Well, there's maintenance access panels all around the place. Best not to mess with them.
Hey, know where I could get a can of petrol around here?
Not sure. A doctor will know. He'll be downstairs in the reactor.
So Roth's your boss, yeah?
He's the whole reason I'm here. Though he's been happy to let me explore my own avenues of research.
I guess they align with his goals, whatever they are.
He's just as curious about this stuff as I am.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, it's been my home the last few years. This room's the heart of the operation. Look around. Be happy to tell you what things do.
You're working on this time travel tech?
I think of it more like precognition.
All I know is when I die, I go back.
Of course. How far do you say?
30 seconds, a minute?
Decent baseline.
How come Roth can jump back further than me?
Well, you know those hallucinations you've been seeing? They're a side effect of your brain writing new temporal pathways.
So, practice makes perfect?
You got it.
And Roth's got a head start on me.
Sure. Though we're working on amplifying the process too.
You said you're working on amplifying the phase flip duration. So, could I go back further?
Sure.
Say, 5 years? Or more?
At a certain point, it starts to take exponentially more neural mass. With our technique, we can square it, but no, don't think 5 years is possible.
Apparently whatever you did is making me crazy.
Temporal displacement, yeah? Hallucinations? Amazing.
You try being haunted by ghosts from your past, getting ripped apart by monsters. See how amazing it feels to you.
Well, the damage is easily fixed now.
If I let you poke around in my head more. Better the devil I know.
I'm sure you'll come around.
Dad,
You're not real. This must be the reactor.
Ugh, it's you. Stay out of my way.
Das ist Herr Klein bestimmt.
I'm Mick. You look after the reactor, Mr.
Doctor, if you'd be so kind. Herr Dr. Klein. And I built this reactor, Mick.
You built this place? You're an engineer then?
I am a physicist. Engineering is just busy work. Now please, I am very busy.
I'm told you know where I can find a petrol can.
I might. You do something for me, and I'll tell you.
Ugh, what?
Computers showing a pressure drop in a pipeline on the level 3 corridor.
You want me to sort it out?
Shouldn't prove too challenging. Even for someone like you.
This guy.
Okay, das ist die Stelle,
Mind if
wo
I
wir...
ask some questions?
Yes.
Not the friendliest.
Das ist die Ecke, wo die
What's in
Fußspuren
here?
waren.
Nothing for you.
Okay, das heißt, ich muss diesen Wasserdings erstmal...
A display here shows ambient radiation levels. This area is currently sitting at 14.46. Wonder if that lines up with Holden's
Oh, mein
old
Internet hat mich heute
night
Abend auch nicht so gern, merke ich gerade wieder. Vodafone. Naja, wobei, heute sind sie alle zu Hause, heute benutzen sie alles Internet, ne? Ja.
Must be a backup generator if the main reactor goes down. Probably shouldn't touch it. Barrels of diesel fuel for the generator. Much too heavy to move.
Also wenn es zwischendurch ruckelt, nicht wundern. Das hat vorhin schon angefangen. Okay, auf Ebene 3. Das müssen wir irgendwie reparieren. Haben wir jetzt einen Haufen Zeug eingesammelt? What the heck is that? Oh, das wollte ich nicht. Der meint bestimmt das hier. Kann ich das mit irgendwas fixen? Geigerzähler? Nee. Puderdose, Löffel, Gemüsesuppe. Nee.
I try to tighten the leaking joint. No good. I need a wrench. Or something to gum up the leak. I'd prefer something more hardy.
Okay, ich muss mit irgendwas... Okay. Das heißt...
It clicks open.
Jetzt fragen wir ihn erst nochmal wegen dem Bild.
Ah, Mr. Carter.
This photo, it shows you and Holden, but Trinity had a third founder.
Ah, yes. Wonderful woman. A brilliant mind. Shame she didn't stay.
What happened? Why did she leave?
She had her own reasons. Not much to say, really.
Ah, wir könnten unten den Sanjay nochmal fragen.
Display says the accelerator lab is through here.
Fragen wir ihn mal.
Hey, know anything about the woman that founded Trinity?
Only rumors. She left before my time. I get the impression she and Gideon didn't see eye to eye though. Constantly arguing. And I heard she left after there was an accident in the lab. Gideon can have pretty high expectations. My guess, he cheered her out over it. That was the last straw.
How much do you know about the reactor?
The reactor's their client's baby. Full term.
Did you know all the founders of Trinity?
It's precisely none of your business if I did.
Gehen wir nochmal zur Karte hoch, ha?
The desk's empty. Just some coat hangers rattling around an empty wardrobe.
Hello! Okay. Mal zur Kantine gehen.
Have any thoughts on the reactor?
Their client tried to explain how it works. All mumbo-jumbo to me.
I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
What's behind it?
Dunno. It's locked.
Well, talk to me when you have something worth writing about.
Ich brauche irgendwas zum Abdichten. Irgendeine Abdichtungsmasse. Wenn ich jetzt nochmal reingehe, gibt er mir was
I
anderes.
stand in the scanner as it does its thing. It didn't work.
You've got to put your old dishes back in the dispenser or it won't give you more. Stops people leaving dirty ones everywhere, I guess.
Okay, aber ich muss mit der Suppe sicherlich noch irgendwas machen.
Angry bleep and a red light. I try to open one, but can't tear the thick hessian. Heavy aroma of dark coffee wafts up as I poke a hole through the hessian. I grab a handful of coffee beans.
Ah, Kaffee, sehr schön.
The reactor downstairs makes me nervous.
No kidding. You'd expect a team of technicians monitoring a thing like that.
It's all computers these days.
Well, the place is full of scientists, and they don't seem worried.
I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
Yeah? What's behind it?
Dunno, it's sealed.
Huh. Likely a maintenance hatch. But if you get into it, let me know.
Okay, jetzt habe ich aber Kaffee. Gut, jetzt kann ich wahrscheinlich Kaffee kochen.
I throw the beans into the grinder.
Make sure you close the.
Ah! I stab at the button as the machine spits a cloud of fine grounds all over the counter. The more I try to scoop up the coffee grounds, the more they get on everything. I'd prefer something more hearty, like the steak that was on my sister's ticket. I'd prefer something more hearty.
Okay.
I scoop up some of the finer grounds.
Ich weiß, was wir damit machen müssen.
I push at the panel, but it doesn't move. And I can't get my fingers in the crack. I scrape at the crack around the panel, manage to pop it open. A keypad. Taking the brush, I dust coffee over the keypad. Yes, there's a distinct fingerprint on 2, 4, and a bigger smudge on 7. I wonder. 4277. 4772. 4727. 7742. Got it. The crash card is covered in dust, old charts and empty blister packs. There's a portable defibrillator on top. Those things they use to shock people to life in movies. The only thing useful on the card is the defibrillator, and I'd better leave that in case it's needed in a hurry. Empty packet of bandages, expired antiseptic. Pair of surgical forceps might be useful. I take a deep breath and...
Whoa.
Huh. She's deep in a coma. With all the tubes and lines, it's hard to pick her age. But there's a touch of grey in the raven hair that spills across the pillow. Who are you? You remind me of Alec like this. I have to resist the urge to pull the lines that keep her intubated. You remind me of Alec.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Nee, jetzt reden wir erstmal mit dem Polizisten und dann mit der Reporterin.
I got in that hidden room. Found a woman in there, intubated, comatose.
That right, boss? Where is it?
Second floor corridor. There's a hidden panel. Combos 7742.
I'll check it out. Let me know if you learn anything else.
Das ist bestimmt die dritte Gründerin. Die ist nämlich gar nicht gegangen. 100%ig ist sie das. Ach, die Cafeteria war ja am 2. Stock. Ah. %100% ist sie das.
Do you know there's a woman in a coma hidden away here?
Oh, no? Some patient they're trying to help? Woman wakes from coma. Could be a good angle. Try to find out what her story is.
Okay, dann reden wir mit Annie zunächst mal. Nein, nicht Dr. Roth. Wir reden erstmal mit Annie.
I don't trust the reactor we're sitting on.
Well, how much do you know about nuclear physics?
Not a whole lot.
Same here. But Dr. Klein is top of the field.
I don't trust him either.
You're projecting. Understandable. This is a high-tension environment. I can give you some exercises to help.
I'll pass. You know there's a woman here in a coma.
No. But we did do trials with coma patients. Families gave us permission to use the coupler. We were able to wake 2 of them. I guess another's still here.
In a secret locked room.
Well, locked for her privacy, I imagine.
Yeah, right.
Okay, dann müssen wir Roth konfrontieren.
No answer. I'd love to find a way in. He's got to be hiding something. Angry bleep and a red light.
Okay, das geht nicht.
Forceps aren't useful here. No answer. Did you know there's a woman here in a coma?
Yeah, a doctor told me they ran some trials on coma patients.
So why's she locked up then?
Who knows? Probably some legal reason.
I push on the needle with my finger.
Dr. Dosvali, I'm seeing some fluctuations. Never mind, it's stabilized.
Just keep an eye on it.
Okay, boah, das wird knifflig, ey. Also das brauche ich bestimmt dann für die Frau, so.
Roth's left his key card in his coat here. Beam hazard. Danger of death. Do not open when light is flashing. Not going near that door while the light's flashing.
Okay, ich muss ihn da irgendwie weglocken. Ah.
I hear we're all sitting on a nuclear bomb.
Hardly. There's no enriched plutonium here. The reactor is fueled solely by depleted fission products.
There's a reason they bury those out in the desert.
You need not worry. The reactor is passive, solid state. It runs with extreme precision. If the computer picks up even the smallest bump in radiation, temperature, output, we'll all hear the alarms.
I trust computers less than I trust him. I opened your hidden room, Roth. Found your little experiment.
Oh, you found her, did you? She was part of a medical trial, that's all. One of the few our quantum coupler was unable to help.
Bullshit. Why keep her here?
Her family couldn't afford care. Would have pulled the plug. I just didn't have the heart.
You keep her locked in a secret room.
Hardly secret. We were merely respecting the privacy of the patient.
You have an answer for everything, don't you?
Well, you can hardly blame me for that.
Okay. How does this reactor work then?
Well, your standard nuclear reactor uses fuel to superheat steam, turning mechanical turbines. High pressures, moving parts, it's a complicated, primitive mess, prone to error. Our reactor doesn't use heat, it uses light. It's lined with phosphor, you see, which glows in the presence of gamma radiation.
And how does that make power?
Well, how does one create electricity from light?
Solar panels?
Quite right.
If it's that simple, why the pipes everywhere? The coolant pool?
Well, I had to develop a number of key technologies for this to work. So the reactor floor is half power plant and half test apparatus. Throw in multiple redundancies, safety measures.
Okay, I get it.
Aber Moment mal, wenn der Ding jetzt hier ist, dann können wir ja mal ganz runtergehen an den Schrank da gehen. Da war doch dieser Schrank. Ja, genau.
Now, what's Klein been hiding in here? A dirty lab coat, that's all? Guess he just doesn't like me. There's a packet of gum in the pocket though.
Ah, der Kaugummi. Super, damit kann ich die Dings oben abdichten. Sehr schön. Oh, hier geht's noch weiter. Hier geht's noch weiter.
A display here shows ambient radiation levels.
Okay.
This area is currently sitting at 14.46. Wonder if that lines up with Holden's old Geiger counter. Huh. My Geiger counter shows a big fat 0. Why would this gauge read higher? Doesn't seem like the sort of thing I should just ignore.
Okay. Am Ende ist das gar kein Reaktor, hä?
That's fixed it. Klein better help me out now.
So, ist der jetzt schon wieder ganz unten? Nee, okay.
My Geiger counter's not reading any radiation around here, but the sensors at the end are giving 15 CPM. And isn't that bad?
No, idiot. That's natural background radiation anywhere.
Right. Well, why is my Geiger counter not showing it then?
It's defective, obviously.
Oh, I fixed your leaking pipe.
Very impressive.
Just give me that petrol can.
Fine. There's one behind the backup generator on the reactor floor.
Well, thank you so much for your help. Just one question.
Go bother someone else. What are you doing?
Got eyes in the back of his head, that one.
Okay, ich muss den irgendwie ablenken, damit ich an die Schlüsselkarte drankomme. Okay, got it. Mit was kann ich den Geigerzähler... Mit was kann ich das Ding hier...
Forceps aren't useful here. Don't think I want you. Try to get something else. Nothing to unscrew. Nothing to I moisten a strip of gum and squish it down over the base of the needle.
I'm getting that reading persistently now. Did you do something?
Nope.
Something's up with that sensor, Dr. Tasfani.
So, go fix it.
I've got my eye on you, Carter. What are you doing?
Got eyes in the back of his head, that one.
Okay, ich muss ihn irgendwie länger ablenken.
I peer behind the generator and find the petrol can Klein mentioned.
Dad,
Ignore him.
I've been looking for you.
Out of my way!
Hey! Help me!
You don't exist! Oh, God! I wish you never did.
Nick! Help me!
Annie? Ah! Are you really even there?
Of course I'm fucking here, Mick! Help! Mick!
Annie! Oh my God. Hey! We need help in here! Half blind from the pain in my head, I rush to where she fell. She doesn't surface. Help comes. Roth runs to find a hooked pole, and with the detective, they haul her up.
We were too late. I'm sorry.
What?
She's gone.
No! She can't be!
What the heck? Wo kam die denn jetzt her?
She's not! She was...
What the hell happened?
Oh God! I pushed her! What have I done?
Perhaps you can still fix this. Mr. Carter, detective, follow.
What's this about, Doc?
The very thing we're all here for. Mr. Carter and his ability to go back in time. To change things.
That's your plan? I can barely go back a whole minute!
That's where the quantum coupler comes in.
Quite. With this, you'll harness the quantum matrix of another's mind.
So each of your 86 billion neurons connects with 86 billion more.
Yes, a power of 2 increase. Your 30-second phase flip becomes 15 minutes.
If you think I'll link minds with you...
No, your mind must be open, trusting. That's why you're here, detective.
Me? I can't do this face flip thing.
Mr. Carter will trigger the phase flip. You will merely be along for the ride. But you should not dally. Make your decision.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Well, if you lie down in the chair, I'll get the detective to do the same.
Are you game, Hara?
If it'll help your sister.
You have my word. It's perfectly safe.
Just what I need. His word. Why can't you do it?
If I went back, you'd have no memory of what happened.
No way to prevent it.
It needs to be you, I'm afraid.
This thing could really take me back. How far, I wonder? If it'll save Annie, I guess I have to try. I lie down on the foam and try to relax.
The cartridge, Dr. Deswani. This program will synchronize your neuroquantic fields. We will run it before sending you back.
Which involves killing me, I suppose.
Technically, yes. The brain function is ceased by a device built into the chair. Though this is painless.
Too late to back out?
Come on, detective, think. You'll be the first ever time cop.
So I'll go back too.
My lungs tighten as Roth slides a visor over my head.
Yes, these visors house a neural interface linking you together.
Already on my end.
Let's just get it over with.
I'm ready.
Running sync program.
Synchronization successful.
Go for phase flip.
See ya, hell yeah.
I grit my teeth. Then, the light! No pain of death, but the same gut-wrenching sense of my mind being ripped apart. Reformed. Did it work? Annie!
What are you looking at down there?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I was just coming to find you.
It worked. She's alive.
What are you two on about?
I kind of...
Mick here pushed you off the railing. You died.
I was seeing things again.
Roth brought us back with his machine.
Jeez, Mick. Well, I guess that's why I came to find you anyway.
Up to, and I can convince her.
Sounds like a plan, boss.
I could really use something to eat, too. I'd prefer something more hearty, like the steak that was on my sister's ticket.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready for what exactly? You gonna stop me going crazy?
That's the long and short of it.
What do I have to do?
I'll just finish calibrating here. Sanjay, do you have the cartridge ready?
Right here.
It needs to go in that console on the machine, Mick.
He holds out a plastic cartridge. Seems kind of primitive.
Well, the problem defies regular hardware paradigms. We're programming neural pathways at a quantum level. It's not data you can just email. We set it on cartridges containing neurological tissue, implanted with instructions. Stick it in the quantum coupler and you're good to go.
The cartridge locks in with a satisfying clunk. So this'll tell the machine how to fix my head?
Yep.
Got any games on this thing?
I wish. All research and medical programs so far.
Like the one that made me forget I came here.
And unlocks your ability to face flip.
There a program to undo that?
Sure, but then you'd have gone through it all for nothing, right?
I guess.
If you're finished gabbing, lie down on the far bed.
Dad, don't do this.
Annie, this machine, could it make me forget something bigger?
Like?
Like my son.
Dad?
Could it help me forget Alec?
Fuck, Mick. You've been trying to do that since he died. Has it helped? If you don't trust me as your sister, trust me as a professional. You don't need to forget what happened. You need to accept it.
Don't think I have a choice. I lie down on the foam once more.
Dad, did you mean what you said?
Just relax.
You wish I'd never existed, never been born.
You'll feel a bit of warmth between your eyes.
Maybe it would have been better. You would have been happier.
Ready when you are.
I would have liked that.
Okay.
I try to unclench my fists. Yeah, I'm ready.
No, I mean, okay. It's done. That's it.
What? My head.
Better?
I hadn't realised it was spinning until it stopped. I feel like I've just stepped off a boat onto solid ground.
Now you see why this is so exciting. Makes chemical and surgical techniques seem truly barbaric. Get some good data, Sanj?
Sure did.
Send it through. I'll look over it in my room. And Mick, if you want to talk about, well, anything, you know where I am.
Okay.
Hey, could you help fix this Geiger counter?
Afraid I'm better at fixing people than machines. There's probably a screwdriver lying around somewhere if you want to try yourself.
Okay.
I remove the screws. There's a burned out component here. Metal cylinder in a broken glass tube. Wonder if anyone knows what it is. I found this burned out component in my Geiger counter.
Let's see. Hey, yeah, that's a Geiger tube. It's what makes your counter tick. It's a key component in our neural interface visors too.
Yeah?
When the neuroquantic field produces a Townsend avalanche in the tube, we bind the spin of the resulting photon with...
Alright. Can I get a spare tube then?
Oh, sorry. We need all the neural interfaces operational.
I found this burnt out component in my Geiger counter.
Dr. Daswani might know where you can find a replacement.
I found this burnt out component in my Geiger counter.
Let's see. Hey, yeah, that's a Geiger It's a key component.
Can I get a spare tube then?
Oh, sorry. We need all the neural interfaces operational.
Okay,
I'm not letting them back into my head without a damn good reason. I don't trust the reactor we're sitting on.
Well, how much do you know about nuclear?
Not a whole...
Same here.
I don't...
I can give you...
I'll part.
Okay, gut, das hilft nicht.
Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Oh, I'm not hungry now. It'll just go cold. If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have used the ticket.
The only thing useful...
Boah, langsam überfordert es mich tatsächlich ein bisschen. Puh. Also ich muss schon sagen, es hat ein bisschen so, es schwankt sehr in seinen Anforderungen. So, das fängt relativ leicht an, hast du mittendrin so eine Stelle, wo du denkst so, und jetzt am Ende ist es dann doch echt too much, finde ich ein bisschen. Puh.
Hey, Grace.
Heard you killed your sister.
Hey, that's
This'll
not...
be great for my book. Couple of questions.
Forget it. Have any thoughts on the reactor?
Herr Klein.
Looks like I can return my plate and cutlery here. Then I can insert another food ticket. I place the bowl and spoon back in the dispenser and watch as it's lowered out of sight.
Kann ich jetzt von ihr das kriegen? Aber wenn ich jetzt ein neues Ticket mache, das kriege ich doch bestimmt wieder Gemüsesuppe. Aber nee, dann wird sie warm. Moment. Wenn ich jetzt eine neue kriege, dann ist die warm, dann kann ich die Annie bringen, kann das tauschen. Okay. Jetzt, ja.
I stand in the scanner as it does its thing. Hearty veg... How come Annie... Machine sucks up my ticket, starts to hum quietly. Then my meal rises into view.
Nee, Quark.
Take the
Ich
bowl
bin
and
dumm.
the flimsy plastic spoon it comes with. If you have to eat everything with plastic...
The steak. But enjoy your soup.
Ich bin dumm. Nein, Quatsch, ich muss das
I
Ticket
prefer
tauschen.
something more hearty, like the steak that was on my sister's ticket. I'd prefer something...
Muss ich erst wieder mit ihr reden? Dass es kalt ist? Oh nee. Das war dumm.
Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Oh, I'm not hungry now. It'll just go cold. If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have used the ticket.
Okay, jetzt muss ich wieder hochfahren. Weil es jetzt kalt ist, jetzt kann ich jetzt sorgen, kann mir eine neue holen. Und dann kann ich das Ticket nehmen und kann das gegen das Steak tauschen. Okay. Got it.
I place the bowl and spoon back in the dispenser and watch as it's lowered out of sight. I stand in the scanner as it does its thing. Hearty vegetable soup. How come Annie gets a steak? Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Sure thing.
War ich falsche Richtung. Okay, egal. Aber jetzt da ist nämlich ein Messer dabei, für was immer ich dieses Messer auch brauche, aber es ist dabei.
Machine sucks up my ticket, starts to hum quietly. Then my meal rises into view. The steak looks pretty good, and it came with a nice sharp steak knife. I find a place to sit and tuck in. Not bad.
So, jetzt habe ich ein Messer. Okay.
reactor downstairs makes me nervous.
No kidding. You'd expect a team of technicians monitoring a thing like that.
It's all computers these days.
Well, the place is full of scientists.
Okay, das hatten wir schon. Jetzt muss ich versuchen, irgendwie an die Schlüsselkarte dran zu kommen.
Don't want to gum that up. Don't want to... Knife won't do. Forceps aren't useful. I moisten a strip of gum and squish it down over the base of the needle.
I'm getting that reading persistently now. Did you do something? Nope. Something's up.
Ich muss vielleicht außen rumgehen, dann kommt er nämlich hinterher.
Got it.
Ah! Oh, ich bin so gut.
Just some residue build-up on the sensor.
Good, good.
Ha!
No answer. I'd love to find a way. Okay, I'm in. He certainly has a lot of white lab coats, but nothing worth breaking in for, unless I need a coat hanger. Nothing here but his insect collection, books on nuclear physics, genetic sequencing. I rummage under the bed, boxes of medical journals, some old photographs. One of them catches my eye. It's the other half of that Polaroid. The back is signed Sophia Roth. Gideon has his arm around her. So she was Roth's wife. I thought she had a thing with Maxwell Holden. Huh. And her face seems familiar. Where have I seen it?
Das ist die Frau.
I search through the stacks of papers, the shelves piled with journals. It's all equations and technical jargon. And his terminal is locked. I'm not getting anything from there.
What the heck?
Jesus, boss. Thought the doc was back.
How'd you get in here?
Masking tape on the door jam. You?
Stole his card.
Well, you needn't have bothered. There's nothing here. Except maybe...
He scrambles up onto the toilet.
There's this cavity in the ceiling. I think there's something wedged in there. Can't quite reach it. See if you can find something to hook it with.
How about this?
Need something with a hook. Bit of wire or something?
How about this?
Need something with a hook. Bit of wire.
Draht. Okay. Wo finde ich Draht? Kleiderbügel.
Well, why not? How about this?
Can you untwist it?
It's pretty stiff. Hara just shrugs. Gripping the forceps, I untwist the stiff wire. Try this. Something snakes down from the open panel.
Is that a gas mask?
It's built into the ceiling. Some emergency thing like on airplanes?
Probably one in everyone's room. Been barking up the wrong tree.
Does it remind you of the neural interfaces on Roth's machine?
Looks more like a gas mask to me. Waste of time busting in here. Roth still seems clean.
He's not. I'm sure he's not.
Yeah, well, you better find something.
Isn't that your job?
And there's probable cause it is. Should have brought in the butcher. Maybe he paid off a couple of cops and that's all there is to it.
That makes no sense.
I know. Fuck.
Someone must know what this is. It won't pull free, but maybe I could cut it down.
Mit dem Messer.
The blade struggles through the pipe like it's the neck of a chook. Inner wires sever like tendons. Tubes snap like gristle.
Jetzt gehen wir erstmal zu der Reporterin und zeigen ihr das Foto. Halt, stopp. Nein, 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 nein. Wir gehen jetzt erstmal da runter und vergleichen mal das Foto mit der Frau im Bett, damit wir wissen, dass das die ist. Weil müssen wir jetzt erstmal sagen, dass das auch wirklich die gleiche Person ist.
I look at her face and the one in the photo. The cheeks are sunken, her hair's longer, but it's the same woman all right. So this is Roth's wife, the missing third founder of Trinity. Roth has some explaining to do.
So, jetzt zeigen wir das der Reporterin und der Annie und dann konfrontieren wir Roth damit. Und dem Ding sagen wir es auch noch, dem Polizisten. Damit alle erstmal Bescheid wissen. Wir fahren erstmal ganz hoch zum Polizisten. O'Hara muss das wissen.
He doesn't need to see the photo.
He nicht? Okay. Dann die Reporterin.
That unconscious woman I found, she's Roth's wife.
Get out of here. Fantastic. This is just the kind of juicy insider goss that'll win me a Walkley Award.
Doesn't worry you Roth's keeping secrets?
Why would it? This is dynamite.
It's strange, I give you that. I suppose she's here for treatment and he wanted to keep it quiet? He is a very private man.
Annie, you need to get your head out of your ass and stop trusting him.
Ah, you're overreacting.
I found a mask hidden in the ceiling of Roth's room.
Oh, Mick, stop poking around everywhere. This is a high-tech lab, you'll break something.
But what's it doing there?
I don't know. Ask him.
Jetzt fragen wir erstmal Sanjay, ob der weiß, was das ist.
Sanjay, I found this mask. A bit like the visors in here.
Give us a look.
Here.
Interesting. Hard to know without opening it up, but it could be a neural interface.
So it's not a gas mask?
Well, it looks like it might be that too.
But it could be used to phase flip.
Nah, even with the neural interface, there's nothing here to trigger brain death.
What about, poison gas?
Oh, why would anyone... No, that wouldn't work.
Oh, I
guess
know.
It's an old prototype or something. Just show a doctor. He might know.
Oh. Okay, der Doktor ist wieder unten. Dann zeigen wir dem das. Das ist gar kein... Der Reaktor hat nichts. Da sind keine Strahlen drin. Da ist Gas drin. Deswegen ist das Ding auch nicht kaputt.
Hey, I found some kind of mask.
Torn from the ceiling in your room, I bet. If we need to vent the reactor, you'll wish you hadn't.
They're in all the rooms?
Obviously. They dropped down in an emergency.
If they're all like this one, then Roth's hidden neural interfaces everywhere. Why would you need to vent the reactor?
We wouldn't. It's just a redundant system.
I found this burnt-out component in my Geiger counter.
Dr. Dasvani knows where he keeps spare components. Bother him.
Did you know all the founders of Trinity?
It's precisely none of your business if I did.
Ja, die sagen mir alle, der kennt, weiß, wo die Ersatzteile sind, aber er sagt's mir ja nicht. Ich mach grad an der Stelle mal einen Zwischenspeicher, hä?
You lied to me, Roth. That woman, she's your wife.
Ah. I thought you might figure it out.
That's it? You're keeping your wife captive here.
She is my wife, yes. But you misunderstand. Early on in our research with the phase flip,
Let me guess. There was an accident.
she's been in a coma ever since.
Time to push. Know what I think? I think you put her in that coma.
Ha! Nonsense!
So you'd have her handy for whatever sick experiments you could think of.
Enough!
You must have really hated her.
I loved her! I need her close. That's all.
Well, you have this fabulous machine. Why can't you fix her up?
You think I haven't tried that? I've spent lifetimes researching, trying to undo the damage. I'd do anything to go back, prevent what happened.
What's stopping you?
Do you know how much neural capacity it would take to phase flip that far? And don't you judge me for wanting to. You have your own skeletons, Carter. You'd change things if you could.
So that's your goal? The reason you brought me here? Why I agreed to—
What an idiotic notion!
He seems to collect himself. That calm facade had slipped, but now it's back.
I apologize for deceiving you. I just didn't want you to be distracted. What we're building here is not about myself or my wife. It is a gift for everyone.
Bullshit. He's absolutely trying to undo what happened. It's written all over his face. Wonder what Hara will make of this. I found this burnt out component in my Geiger.
Let's see. Hey, yeah, that's a Geiger. It's a key component.
Can I get a spare tube then?
Oh, sorry. We need all the neural interfaces operational.
Can't see how this mask would be any use there. Why would there be a neural interface?
Haven't the fog yet.
That's not going to get me a replacement for this broken component. I peer at the console, green text on a black background. That's not going to get me a Can't see how this mask. That's not. I think I've finally got Roth pegged. I bring Hara up to speed.
And he said he'd do anything to bring her back?
Right. I got him mighty riled about it.
So that's what drives him then.
Your precious motive.
Motive, sure. But what about means? How's he plan to get her back?
I think I can answer that. Those masks, they're in every room. According to Klein, they dropped down in an emergency.
Huh. Interesting.
That's not all. The mask we found, it does contain a neural interface.
No shit. So what? Everyone puts on the masks, we go back in time together?
Roth could set it up to erase everyone's memory.
Everyone except his.
And with that many people, he could go back years.
Yep,
We'd have
das
to all
war's.
be wearing them. Then all die at the same time.
You're saying he has the means, but not the opportunity. Maybe we should confront him anyway.
No. No, we need the whole picture first.
Just hope we have time. Can we drive this out of here?
The doc said we'll what?
He won't really let...
So you say...
I've still got to convince Annie anyway.
Well, all...
That woman in the coma? She's not. She's the third.
Serious?
That's not. I told you.
I suppose he is a...
Annie,
Okay, jetzt, wo kriege ich das für diesen Geigerzähler her? Das raff ich jetzt nicht. Das google ich jetzt. Das check ich nicht. Das habe ich ja schon gemacht. Das habe ich gemacht. Habe ich gemacht. Alles klar, gute Nacht. Angeblich wäre jetzt hier Schluss.
Desk and walls are covered in junk and old post-its. Mum gave up trying to get Annie to tidy her room when she was 6. Clothes spill from a hastily packed suitcase. Jump. Another pipe runs along the inside, bristling with electronics, tubes and wires. That won't help. That unconscious woman, she's Roth's wife.
No shit. He kept that a secret. Wonder what he'll say. I mean, he must have his reasons, right?
I think he has his reasons for all of this.
I'm sure it's nothing bad. Gideon's not that kind of guy. I'll ask him about it later.
I'm not letting them back into my... I'd better not mess with... I'd better not...
Okay, jetzt... das habe ich doch gemacht.
I twist out the screws and a jumble of wire and tubing bursts from the casing.
Okay, doch.
Nestled amongst them, I spot a familiar component. A Geiger Muller tube. It's definitely more than just a gas mask. I press the tube into its housing. Now to test whether it works.
Jetzt können wir runter zum Doggy gehen.
The reactor readout is still showing the background level of 14.46. Whoa! Dial reads 475 CPM. Shouldn't panic. Geiger counter's probably just out of whack. Wonder if I'll get the same reading on the other side. Over here, it's 580. Why would it be higher here? Both sensors show the same. If the Geiger counter was just calibrated wrong, it'd at least be consistent. I'd better tell Klein. I checked with the Geiger again. I'm seeing levels over 500 CPM.
This again. The alarms would have tripped. We'd have been evacuated by now.
I checked your sensors. They're stuck at 14.46.
They can't all have failed, can they?
What about the computer?
The control program is a closed system, ironclad, triple redundancies. Dr. Roth bent over every line personally to ensure there's no backdoor in. No way for it to be compromised.
Dr. Roth.
I'm sure your hasty repair job on that piece of junk is the problem.
Maybe you should get that stick out of your ass and look into it just in case. He glares at me.
Fine. Fine. I will.
Good. If Roth has sabotaged the reactor, I should tell Hara. I think Roth is sabotaging the reactor.
You do, huh?
He's using his back door to increase radiation levels.
Okay. Why?
Because when it gets too high, the place goes into emergency lockdown.
All right. Then what?
Those masks drop down. We put them on, and he nukes us.
Taking him back further than ever.
He could stop his wife's accident.
It all fits together. Time we confronted him. That's not good.
All that time getting answers for you. We should have been... Shit. I gotta find Annie.
Cool it, boss. We needed answers. Roth won't blow the reactor until he's ready.
We've gotta stop him.
We get in his way, he'll just face flip back.
So what do?
We find your sister,
Right.
and we hope we're not too late.
Oh, es kommt noch ein Kapitel. Oh. Ja, okay. Also wir haben jetzt da gerade fast 2 Stunden dafür gebraucht. Also wenn das ist, ich glaube, wir machen das dann nächste Woche Freitag fertig, statt dem normalen Stream. Oder ich mache am Donnerstag ein bisschen länger, das kann auch sein, mal gucken. Oder ich schiebe noch einen Stream an, so, keine Ahnung. Oder wir machen es Montagabend, keine Ahnung, ich weiß es noch nicht. Aber dann machen wir an der Stelle mit The Drifter Schluss und switchen mal zu Marvel Rivals, glaube ich. Weil meine Brain-Kapazitäten sind mittlerweile auch, ja, es geht länger als erwartet. Meine Brain-Kapazitäten sind natürlich jetzt mittlerweile auch aufgebraucht, muss ich sagen. Das heißt, wir beenden hier an dieser Stelle den Stream auf YouTube und spielen noch ein bisschen Marvel Rivals. In dem Sinne dann mal Tschüss auf YouTube und so. Tschüssi. So, dann